We're all aware that weight is a big issue in society, and everyone is criticized for it. In my reading, I did the reading of Love Your Fat Self by Courtney E. Martin. And this was about an obese woman who is comfortable in her own body, and she makes others question their judgment about overweight people. I came across the word sizeism, which means discrimination of a person's size. I knew that people got bullied and criticized for their weight, but I never knew that people got discriminated for it. I found that managers won't hire someone because they are fat, or someone won't get a promotion due to their weight. People say that living in a fat body, see that living in a fat body as an insurmountable disability, which means too great to overcome. In the reading by Martin, she went around Manhattan to ask 14-year-olds how their lives would be different if they were fat. One's response was, "I would be dead." In the article, The Shame of Fat Shaming by Gina Kulata, she reported more than a third of adults are obese. And then in the definition of obese, I found that it is grossly fat or overweight. It makes you wonder why overweight people feel bad or disgust with themselves. During a debate, Donald Trump said that the hacking of Democratic National Committee emails might have been done by somebody sitting on their bed that weighs 400 pounds. Women and children face harder judgment. In a study by Rebecca Paul, 85% of children reported seeing overweight classmates bullied in gym class. More than a third get bullied by their parents. And obesity gives an emotional toll. Being overweight gives low self-esteem. With the low self-esteem, people start having feelings of shame about their bodies. And like a domino effect, people will get depressed, and to make themselves feel better, they will find comfort in food. And overweight teenagers are less likely to be accepted into a university due to their weight. Do you think people are to blame for being overweight?
Depends on how overweight they are. I feel like you're like 400 and some pounds. I feel like that's like your fault a little bit.
I think it depends on the situation, because like a lot of people have like diseases that cause them to gain weight, but then there's some people who literally just sit there and eat. So I think it's like it's happening to him. Yeah. Yeah, it's more of like how they get fat than like that they're fat.
Yeah. Olivia?
Yeah, I think it's all about personal health, because you have people with like diabetes that can't really help it, and then you have people that like it's just like sit on your couch and just eat McDonald's all day.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on your lifestyle.
Nat?
It might not be your fault for being overweight, but you can always try to change it. You can exercise, you can diet technically, although dieting is not always good. You can work to change it, but you might not have control over the fact that it's there.
Do you think appearance and weight will always be an issue in the future?
I do, because like it can affect your health like by a lot, and so like, it's always going to be a thing. People, I think, will most likely always kind of like some people will just be overweight because like some babies are born like that. Like, everyone says like chunky babies are better, but yeah, I think like if it affects your health, then I think that it's an issue.
I think some people say, for example, people are like, oh, I want to look like you look so good, can I look like you? There's always going to be that form of like, I want to look like you, so I want to lose weight like you and stuff like that.
I didn't put this question on here, but like, do any of you have like personal stories about being overweight or not like personal, but like, I've seen something like that. I know I have.
All right. So, I've never been overweight. I've always been like really underweight. So like I'm 18, I weigh 100 pounds. Like, so I've always wanted to gain weight. And I think people are like, why would you want to do that? Like, I want your body. But it's just kind of like, I feel like I don't look good. So it's like, I think that being overweight isn't like the only issue that has to do with like weight.
I know I've had issues because I grew up dancing for 18 years. I grew up, and once I graduated high school, like I took a year off, and like I was skinny. Excuse me, I had muscles and everything like that, so I was fit. And then once I took that year off, like I gained weight. I don't know if any of you heard like freshman 15. Yeah. So I feel like I had that, and I got so insecure. I'm still a little insecure now. And then I went back to dance once I moved here, and like I feel a little bit better, but like I still feel like all my other like dance mates, I feel like I'm like not as skinny as they are. So, did you have your hand up?
Yeah, I was just relating under like I've always been underweight, so like this past year I stopped with basketball and like trying to gain it, and like a lot of the people that I talked to about it, they're like, well, why are you gaining weight? Like you don't need to do that. And it's more so like for myself. So I think it's all about like your own personal image, not society.
Yeah.
I've always been like overweight, kind of, and there was a time that I like ran cross country, and I was in shape, and I was back to a normal range in terms of like my body. But then I kind of quit that during high school, and I gained back pretty much everything, but like now I'm trying to lose it again, I guess. And I don't know. It kind of sucks because the older like you are, the harder it is to lose or gain anything. So I'm like really scared that I'm stuck with this body.
Yeah, I like noticed that it's hard like when you're skinny and like you gain weight, it's hard to lose it like after that. Like it takes like a lot of work. Sarah?
I was a dancer too, and last year I was on the dance team here, and me and my roommate both were, and I like really struggled with how I look because like you said, the freshman 15, and also like when you're like at dance class, you're surrounded by mirrors, and like there's nothing else to do except to look at yourself. And since me and my roommate were both on dance team, like I would compare myself like to her all the time. Like she's so much skinnier than me, like I want to look like her, or like even like other members on the team. But like I didn't return to the team this year, and I found that like because